Good evening and welcome to Gooner Matterz. And remember, Gooner Matterz allows you to make your opinion known, and your opinion, it matters. More after this little break.
So I was silent anyway. Your mum's upstairs.
Ha 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 ha. How's that for a welcome? There's no music, it's a dead quiet silence. Sorry, I just thought I'll do that. But nonetheless, Lenny, welcome back after a long time, bro. How are you, man?
No, it's good to be back. It's good seeing you guys. I missed you. I missed you so much. I was explaining to Des earlier on. It's been a trying time for the family on our side, but we good. And now I'm happy to be back. Good to be on Gooner Matterz again, and I love
Love,
seeing you guys.
lovely, lovely. I thought you were gonna sing a song. Baby, it's good to be back.
Lord have
Ah,
mercy.
yeah.
Des, welcome back. Last week we had a passionate show. I mean, you thought you were mental, but nevertheless, you weren't even close to being mental.
Thank you, Glenn, for telling everyone. I appreciate that. Just to clarify, I am slightly mental. It's good to be on with you boys, my brothers from other mothers, and I just love when we talk Arsenal, and I know it's going to be just as passionate tonight. Just to let you know, Glenwyn, as well, before we carry on, I've been in touch with Edu and Arteta, and
Okay.
they're coming up with a contract for you for that goal you scored on that
Oh
lovely
man.
on that lovely pivot on that, and I think you might get a 1 year contract extended.
One.
You know what I mean? You've just got to
Yeah.
negotiate your wages and your terms, and I think you
If
could
if
be in
I
there.
can get 500,000 a week for that 1 year, then I don't mind that. But thank you, Des, for being the agent. So
Oh
yeah,
man,
guys, let us
I'm
get in.
25% fee. All right.
Okay.
No problem. With that money, I can afford you. So, with any idea doubt, just please subscribe to Gooner Matters. You will have fun like we have all the time on the show. Even if there's one person watching, we will still have fun. Subscribe to Gooner Matters. Also, just give us a like and a thumbs up, and then yeah, you can have your comments in the live comments. So just we can just read it out for you, and also take part in the discussion. Then next is this. Who is this? If you know this, don't say it now. Guess who? A few eyebrows were raised when Arsenal were linked with said name. In the summer of 1997, he was one of the finest wingers in football. He established himself as a key member of the team that won three league titles from being between 94 and 96, and the UEFA Champions League in 95 with another team, not with Arsenal, with another team. As you could see, that is before he's joined Arsenal. So he had 100 Premier League matches. He had scored five Premier League goals. And during his football career, he played as a winger, as we said, and was renowned for his speed and technical ability. So if you know who this is, you may put his name down in the comments section. I take the face away, but I give you a bit of a history of who the person is. So as you could see, he's a Champions League winner with his previous clubs, and also two league titles between also for that same club. And yeah, then he came to Arsenal in 97. He also played in Spain. I'm not going to call the name out of the club, but he's played in Spain as well. So
Oh,
you got a chance to say later who he is. Right, right, right. Lenny, we didn't get your thoughts last week about Eddie and Ketia. Let's just hear. It's a good signing for another extension of what, 5 years? Can't remember, but yeah, with 100,000 week. So for salary, your thoughts, Lenny, quickly.
Man, um, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm I'm a
Okay, that's it at
50-50 on
all.
that signing. I'm a 50-50 on that signing. To be brutally honest, maybe we build himself up more and become more confident. Then yes, but to me, he's still a bit light. If I can put it up front, still a bit light. He's uh, he
Sorry.
will allow defenders to get the upper end of him, and that's my fear. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that
some would say, Lenny, that if he had more time in Premier League or in the team, he probably would have scored more than just a few goals that he scored in the last couple of games. But yeah, I know the feeling of what Mister the Enforcer. He wasn't happy about the 100 grand a week. Also, the number.
mm,
We discussed last week that the number, and a lot of people say the number doesn't carry weight. The number really carries weight.
that that's a massive
Uh,
that's a massive number that he's got there. A massive number. You know,
but
you
but
can't mess with that number.
I
You
read
can't
I
mess
read
with that
up
number.
I read up on Henry's stance when Theo Walcott got the number. He actually came out and said that he never really wanted the 14 because somebody had the 12 already when he
Mm,
came to Arsenal. He didn't want the 12 because of that person. So he opted for the 14 because 12 is really his number. And when he came back for a loan spell, remember that time when he came for a loan spell, he had number
yeah,
12.
number
Um,
12
yeah, even
against
though
Leeds.
Theo Walcott, yes,
Leeds.
yes, even though Walcott said he's never going to get the 14 back anyway. So, but yeah, 14.
Mm,
I mean, the number 14 for our team, the number 7 for United, and I think for other couple of teams, there's a number really significant weight that it carry though. But yeah, anything else that you want to say on our Mr. Vieira?
well, he's promised the fans that he'll hit a couple of bangers and mash, you know, to put on some weight also.
He
So
Oh
needs to
yeah,
do that. He needs to do that.
yeah, so he's got bangers and mash in the pipeline to build up his physique. But he said he's ready to go and he's hungry. So
yeah. He said he's gonna work hard, hard, hard. Listen, we've got a newbie on the show, Munib Vermeulen. Hi, good day, evening, Munib. Where in the country or where in the world are you? He says that he agrees with you, Lenny, that what's her name is not worthy of the 14, and he says also Theo Walcott and Orba, neither were. That's actually interesting to see that Walcott
okay.
maybe 2080, but Orba, I think Orba did very well when he came for those 2 seasons. What is your take on what Munip's saying here that neither Walcott and Orba was also worthy of that number?
I think Auburn was. I think since he left, see, this shows the Arsenal fan base as it is. Okay, since Auburn left, everybody hates him. Yeah, or it seems that way. It seems that way. Okay,
Yeah.
the guy won us an FA Cup. Yeah, he was a goal scorer. He had a bad year. He had a bad couple of years, maybe you could say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying that this new fella in the chat is wrong. All I'm saying is
His name is Munib Vermeulen.
what's his name? Sorry, Manib. Yeah, is that
Munib,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Manib. Hello, Manib. All I'm saying is it's a matter of opinion, isn't it? When it comes to did this player deserve this number?
But
Did this
your opinion matters.
Exactly, and that's all I was going to say. But end of the day, my opinion is going to be different to Manib's. It might be different to Lenny's. It might be different to yours.
But it matters.
It matters, yeah. And I think Omri was worthy of. Sorry, not Omri. Orba was worthy of the 14. I would agree with Walcott. I didn't think Walcott was, if I'm totally honest with you. But I think Orba for what because until he went funny, until he started sulking and and not turning up and whatever else, Orba had credit in the bank.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit 50-50 on that one, to be honest. I think I'm going to copy Lenny's saying. I'm a bit 50-50 that, yes, it shouldn't have ended the way it did, but he did deserve the number 14.
Yeah.
I will say that.
All right. Okay. That's fair. Munib, thank you for your comment. It carries a lot of weight for somebody that's new. I don't know where you're from, whether you're Cape Town, whether you're Johannesburg, or whether you are abroad. I think you're a South African by your name. I might be wrong even. But yeah, thank you for that, and please keep on watching, and also subscribe to Gooner Matterz. I see you watching on what is that, YouTube. Then he also says that the bar was set very, very high by Henry, and I agree. That is totally true. That the bar was set very, very high.
I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well.
On Vieira, what did you say, Lenny? On Vieira, what is the story there?
No,
The new
he's
Vieira.
yeah, the new Vieira. So yeah, obviously, but his passion and the love for the club. I mean, he came out and he was all mouth. He's ready. He's gonna fight, and that is awesome. You know, when somebody comes into a new club like that, and he's actually normally when you get criticized by fans and things like that. One normally takes offense, but they actually said he's a bit lightweighted, he's a bit thin, and that's why I was on about the bangers and mash thingy. And he says, no, he's going to muscle up. He's going to be in gym. He's going to start training, start going to put on weight and build some muscle and everything. But just on his conversation and interviews, he's ready. He's ready to go. So
he seems
I
like
can't
a
wait
very
to see him. I can't wait to see him perform.
like a very, very excited bloke, Mr. Enforcer. He seems very excited.
Oh yeah. I think he's chomping at the bit to get started, and he talks like, and I've got to respect this. He talks like he's got something to prove, maybe to himself as much as us, the fans, or even to the club. I think he's got something to prove to himself. He's still a young lad. He's 22. He's got a lot to learn, but he's willing to learn by the sounds of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I think. Him and Odegaard are going to be a good combination. Anybody in front of him, because if you watch how he crosses in the ball a lot from the sides. Yeah. Well, he'll cross in from the sides, and he'll pass from the front as well. Where the difference, for example, between him and Odegaard, if you look at Odegaard's patterns over last season, not many crosses came from the side. They all came from the front. This guy is going to give you a lot more crossing options.
Yeah.
All right. Go on.
Sorry. Munib says, good evening, guys. He's from Boston, Cape Town. Okay, that's down the road here from me. I'm in Bellville.
Around the corner by you, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm in Bellville as well, Munib. But yeah, if you want to get involved with Gooner Matterz, you are welcome to give us an email. Gooner.matters27@gmail.com. So we like to network with new people as well. And if you answer this one correct, you might come on the show. But yeah, welcome, Monique. Munib. Welcome to Gooner Matterz, and we hope you're gonna have a good stay with us tonight. Sorry, continue, Mr. Days.
What was I saying?
You were saying that him and Odegaard.
I was talking about Fabio, wasn't I? Is that right?
Yeah. The Enforcer's son.
Yeah. You know. So I wish. So I can see this guy. I mean, he's going to get a lot of assists next season. If he plays like that for Arsenal, he's going to get a lot of assists. And he's a goal scorer. I mean, I know people say he's only scored 6 goals. That was in 15 matches. 6 goals in 15 matches is not a bad return, if you ask me. If he stays fit and if he gets stronger, like he says he's going to, and I believe him, he's going to be one to watch next season, definitely. Definitely one to watch. Him and Partey together could be good. There's so many. I mean, Arteta now must be thinking, who do I put with who, or who do I play with who? You know?
Yeah.
And to have those options is good, because that's what we lacked last season. We had makeshift midfields last season because players were burnt out. Players were not playing. For example, no disrespect to Lokonga. I think Lokonga is a player of the future, but Lokonga didn't. Lokonga didn't perform to his best, I don't think, last season. I mean, there'll be people out there who probably want to put in the comments that I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, it's an opinion. I just don't. I know there's a player in there. It's like Tavares. There's a player in there. It's just not ready yet. He's just not ready yet, you know? I feel the same with Lokonga. There's a player in there, but he's not ready yet.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Just what I also want to add on. I'm praying and hoping that Vieira will push Odegaard to take shots.
Potential.
Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Because there's many times that Odegaard was in perfect position to take a shot and then he passes the ball. So I just hope Vieira pushes him also to take those chances. Have a go at the keeper. You never know.
Yeah. All right,
well, because Odegaard can score. That's the thing. Yeah. And I agree with you, Lenny, and Glenn probably feels the same. I counted last season. There was at least 10 times where he could have shot.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, shoot, boy, shoot.
You said something that Vieira must or want to. It looks like he wants to prove something to either himself or to somebody. This is a very interesting point because this boy is also played for Porto, and he played the last 2 games for Portugal in the Nations Cup, and we were also linked with him. And I think he's got the first choice in the midfield in Portugal's team, opposed to Mr. Fabio Vieira. His name is Vatina. So this boy, very also 22 years old, similar position, but he plays more as a 10 than as an 8, where Fabio would probably be an 8 more than a 10. He's very, very much advanced in the Portugal team. I don't know if you've seen Portugal play in the Nations Cup, but this guy has really impressed me. And we were linked with him 2-3 weeks ago, but we opted for Mr. Vieira. And I think to prove a point, this is probably why he's taken the Premier League to come to. I'm talking about Fabio, and he will walk into the Arsenal team, obviously hoping to play for Portugal in the World Cup, because now their coach or manager for the national team will have a headache to choose between who's going to play who, and if he calls both up to the national team, he's going to have a problem, and I don't want to have that problem with 2 brilliant midfield players, very similar in style, but also I think they've got a good competition there.
Right. Now I'm going to stick my neck in here. I'm jumping
the gun here. Get your red card ready.
I'm going to jump the gun here now.
Mr. Cannon Fodder, good evening and welcome to you, sir. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Alex.
Okay.
Hope you're well, mate.
Good evening. Glenn, let me jump in here.
Yes, sir. What?
If you look at the Italian, the Spanish, and the French league, it's a very slow type of league. So guys normally prefer coming to the EPL where it's more harder, faster, aggressive, and that's where you build yourself up. So I think that is what is on Vieira's mind now also, because he's got these few months to prove himself, and he's going to. I'm putting it out there, Ice Bucket Challenge. He's gonna prove himself, and I'm telling you, he's gonna blow us away. This Vieira is gonna blow us away, and his coach is gonna have no choice but to start him in that World Cup position. I'm telling you, we're gonna see something awesome here.
Fair point. Again, I just want to just bring it out there. I hope you guys has gotten any idea who this might be. Again,
I know.
he has established himself as a key player of a team that he won 3 league titles from between 94 and 96, and he has a Champions League medal in 95 before he joined Arsenal in 97. He was a speedster on the wing, whether we right or left, that's your choice to
Oh,
decide. And then he also had 25 goals in a 100 match for the Premier League in at Arsenal. Then he obviously left for Spain. Guess who that
I
is?
know.
Okay, we'll reveal it a bit
I'm having
later.
trouble with it. I'm having trouble with it, but
We will reveal it later. I think Munib already said who it might be. So Munib, I'm not going to even tell what is your answer yet. Everybody can see that, but we will come back to it a bit
I
later.
know what it is. I know what it is.
And then, interesting that we've mentioned this guy earlier on. Yeah, Atalanta furious about 40 mil option to buy. Yeah, I mean, sorry, they actually wanted a loan with an option to buy, and then Arsenal, and I think it is Richard Garlick. I'm not sure if it's Richard Garlick or Edu. And they said, you know what, give us 40 mil and you can have him. And then a few days later, Marseille came in and asked for a loan deal. Instead, they're looking at Marseille, but Marseille is also looking at an option to buy in their clause. So I think he should go purely for the fact that he can get game time there, and that Marseille way of how they sort of produce players is actually very, very good opposed to how we develop players. I think if you had gone there on a loan even and come back, he would be a much better player in your in the Arsenal squad. Would you say, Mister the Enforcer?
Can I just, before I talk about Tavares for a second, can I just go back to your Vitinha point with Fabio? There's one difference. There's one difference between the two players that I see. This lad looks stronger, and we was on about bulking up Vitinha. This lad looks like he's stronger.
Don't let that leg with the muscle there fool you, bro.
Okay. So back to Tavares. Okay. Right.
Well, this is what Munib's saying. Sell him.
Well, see, Tavares is. I mean, the guys are. We've got Alex in the chat now. Hope your family are well, Alex. By the way, and hope you're doing well, my friend. But we've got Alex in the chat now, and we've got Namib, and I'm sure others will join us. But Tavares is raw. But he's got skills. So what for me? If we're making a massive profit and we don't lose Tierney and we get another left back, then I would say sell him. But if not, let him go and get some experience and then bring him back. That's how I feel about the boy. If we're making an absolute profit and, as I say, we get not a replacement, but a backup for Tierney. If we don't lose Tierney, because there's people coming for Tierney, sell him. But if we don't, we have to treat him like, to be honest, we have to treat him a bit like William had, and I don't agree with how this has happened, but we have to sort of treat him a bit like William Saliba's been treated. Let him go and get some experience, bring him back, and then hopefully we've got a player. That's how I feel about it. And it's so easy to just say sell a player, okay? But you can see this lad's potential. You know, it's just that he's raw. He's absolutely. I mean, he runs for days. He doesn't always run in the right place, but he runs for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's an interesting thing just out. Mr. Cannon Fodder said that Calvin Phillips was just sold to Man City for 42 million.
Yeah, that's true.
That's actually a brilliant selling for them.
I'd seen
Thanks
that.
for that, Mr. Cannon Fodder.
Can I just say as well, though, and I know we're probably going to talk about him later, but that could really affect the Rafinha deal. But I've got quite a bit to say about that later on as well. But that could really affect the Rafinha deal.
Munib is saying, I agree, but not the player we need if we want Champions League football. Well, yeah, that to an extent I would also agree, yeah. And then, of course, Alex is saying, shows how Man City and Liverpool do business. They do it quickly. Yeah, I mean, last week we said about this, there's that the frustration we had last week, you and I and Warren, was that why are we delaying the inevitable? I mean, we know we want Jesus. They want 50 million. Why are you going in with a 35 or whatever amount of money and being rejected for it? Go in. I mean, Liverpool, I made the analogy because Liverpool, they saw Nunes. They knew it was 85. They went for it in 85, and they've got the player immediately.
Well, it's like what we said, and I'll be quick about this because I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's in one sentence: pay the money, and I'm not going to swear. Pay the money and get the business done. Now, last week was interesting for Arsenal. It felt like we were doing things quite quickly. This week, we've slowed down again.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, all right. Everybody agrees. The transfer window doesn't close till September the 1st. Okay? But why not? Like, we want Jesus. They want said amount. Pay the money. Put it on the table. We want Lissandro. Yeah? We want from Ajax. Put the money on the table. We want Rafinha. Do it. We're Arsenal. We are Arsenal.
Yeah.
Let's live up to let's for one season and let's carry this on as a trend. Let's live up to the hype. Yeah? Let's back ourselves for once. Back the fans for once. Give the fans something for the fans. As Josh likes to say, the blithering idiot, you're going to get excited. Well, get us excited. Get me that excited that my head explodes, because I really wouldn't mind. I really, do you know what I mean? I really would not mind it.
Yeah,
Lenny, before we come to you, I just wanna there's a question from Munib. Is that what do you guys think of Edu bringing in all these Brazilian players? Before we answer that, we're gonna come back to this question now, Munib. Lenny, just do whatever you wanted to say regarding whatever you wanted to say.
You see, the signing of players, I believe the owners are kind of to blame, you know, because we have to bear in mind that they not only own Arsenal, you know, they've got an ice hockey team, a basketball team, a baseball team, most probably got a netball team or something like that. So they're all over the show. So when we go in with an offer, it's most probably we have to get hold of the owners first. Look, this is the offer that we put in. Can we go? And it's a to and fro type of thing. And I think that is basically most probably the reason why there's such a lot of hiccups when it comes to signing players and all of those things that get us excited, and then we're down, and then we're up, and then we're down, and then we're up, and then we start sweating, and then so I think it's basically all to do with the owners, you know, the go ahead and the signing off type of thing. So many a times we choke Edu and want to choke Arteta, but then it comes to Josh and his dad. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's just go back to this question. What do you guys think of Edu bringing in all these Brazilian players? I've got an answer for you. It's like when Wenger was here, he brought all the
French.
Then you
all the French. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, am I there?
Yeah, you're there. Yeah, your sound went off, but slightly. Yeah.
Okay, sorry for that. Sorry, man. So yeah, what is your take on the question Munib has asked here?
Can I go first? Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. So let's break it down, okay? There must be a limit to how many Brazilian players you can have. There must be.
South American or not European players. There is a limit that you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's break it down, okay? So at the moment we have Martinelli, yeah. Okay. We've got Marquinhos coming in. We've got Gabriel at the back. Yeah. If we get him, Lissandro's Argentinian, so that's a South American. But yeah, I mean, if you could, Jesus, is it Jesus or Jesus? How do you actually pronounce it? Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, next season we could have a Brazilian front three. Do you see what I'm saying? We could have a Brazilian front three. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get Rafinha as well. Yeah. So that, to me, that's like 6, maybe 7 Brazilian players we've got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, we've always been a destination. You sure?
Can I just jump in here quickly? If you were the club for a certain amount of years, I know Gabriel falls under that. He's now regarded, okay, besides being a Brazilian, but he's a homegrown player. You know, he's been seen as a homegrown.
How many years is it before you become a homegrown? Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 3 years. 3 years.
Is it 3? Right. Okay. Sorry, Gary. Sorry.
So then that's why the amount of Brazilian players that you sign, it doesn't actually come into play if your homegrown player comes into play, type of thing.
Yeah.
So
that's why I say you've got a certain amount of non-European players that you can add to your club. All right. I hope Mr. Manib, if how's my sound?
You sound fine.
No, it's fine, yeah.
I hope that sort of answered your question, Manib. Yeah. So the next thing I just want to ask you guys is, and I've done this and I put it on Facebook as well, is this. There was a bit of a rumor, and I say rumor because it was not real. Sort of. I think it came from I see it as a non-reputable source, but there was talks of Zinchenko, and of course, City is really interested in Tierney. That would be for me a brilliant swap if it should be true. What do you say?
I'll let you go first, Lenny.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this news broke about 3-4 days ago about the swap deal. I would actually, I love Tierney, but it would be brilliant if we could do that, because Tierney is kind of injury prone, you know. And
I said on Facebook, he visits the doctor more often than he's on the field.
He's kind of injury prone, and Zinchenko, he's a hard one, you know. He's solid, so a swap deal would suit us perfectly, but. Ideally, I would still want to hang on to Tierney. You know,
you know what? Even if it's not a swap deal, as long as we could maybe have gotten him just to come over, because this guy is very versatile. I like him. If I watch City, if I watch Ukraine play, I like the way he plays.
I like him.
A very exciting player for me.
Well, for me, okay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody knows different. But as far as I understand, they also offered 50 million for Tierney. Okay, that was the money offer.
I'll take it.
That's unless it's changed. The understanding I had, they offered 50 million for him before Zinchenko. But yes, Manib, he is our rock, but he likes to go to the doctors because he likes to get the doctor's stickers on his t-shirt. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love the boy. You can't knock it, Tierney. You cannot knock him for his passion. You cannot knock him for captaincy. He's captaincy material. And when he's on his day, great player. But so is Zinchenko. Zinchenko is a great player. Plus, Zinchenko is a bit more versatile than Tierney in the respect of he can play left back. You also can play midfield. So, but yes, do not get me wrong. I love Tierney, but if that was to come about, I would accept it. I wouldn't be cross about it. I wouldn't be cross, and I'd wish Tierney all the best in his future. Yeah. But I would accept it because, as we've said, and it is the truth, the only thing that really lets Kieran Tierney down is his injuries and how off he gets. We have the same problem with Partey. We have the same problem with Partey. This is why I don't.
Yeah, I heard last week you made that same analogy. Correct, yeah.
You know, so what's the point having Tierney if he can only play 15 games a season? You know, and Zinchenko, that boy's got some energy. He's everywhere. And he loves to be involved in everything. I noticed that when in the Ukraine match, he was involved in everything and not scared. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Tierney's not scared to get forward, but Zinchenko definitely isn't scared to get forward either. You know?
All right, let's park the Tierney bus there. This is what my next thing is.
Yeah. I'm so negative about this. So negative.
70 million euros. I think it just brings it down to about 60 million pounds, if I'm not mistaken. There's 60 million pounds and some odds. Well, again, a rumor. In my opinion, it's a rumor. Everybody is saying an English team has offered 70 million to Leeds for Rafinha, and it's apparently Arsenal. I don't know. Just thought I'll put it in there. I'm not sure if that is true.
55 plus 15 mil add-on.
Yeah, that's what I saw. So I don't know. What do you think?
Overpriced.
Why would you say it's overpriced? Considering, Lenny, considering Barcelona, PSG, Chelsea, Tottenham. Should I go on? Want him, so they are going to price him out of the market. Maybe it's not worth that amount, but for the player, he will give you. If it was his first season, I would expect 10, 15 assists and a couple of goals, 10 goals or so. That's a good return on assist for your first season. That will bring us tally up to 70 odd goals per season. That's my opinion. However, I still think it's a bit high. I will probably go 55, 50. But considering Leeds has not gone down to the championship and you know what, if I have to put on this, maybe you change your mind.
No. Can I just say this? And I'm annoyed about this. I am annoyed about this.
Hang on quickly. Look at that. They're on the left-hand side. 72 million pounds for an 80 appearance player, goal 16, 9 assists for the 3 seasons he's been with us. He came in 2019, right? Right. 80 appearances, 16 goals, 9. Is that a good return for 3 seasons? Is that a good return? It's not.
It isn't. But let me expand. Let me expand. Okay. Right. To me, Rafinha is a great player, and I would have him at the right price. And if what I say now upsets somebody, I'm going to apologise, but I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. Okay? I look at it this way. He wants to go to Barcelona. Barcelona can't afford him. The only real people that can really buy Rafinha, if Leeds are willing to sell him, is us in Chelsea. That's just right. But I put it to you like this.
And the London Chickens, they can afford him.
I'll forget that.
No, man. Great.
They've lost interest. They've called on him. How dare? Yeah, red card. Right. Anyway, the point I want to make is
I'll give myself a red card.
Thank you very much. The point I want to make is it's history. To me, it's history repeating itself. Okay, I've just said that he's a great player. He is, and I would take him for the right price. But it's Pepe repeating itself.
Yeah.
However,
So what I mean by that is, let me just finish. What I mean by that is, we replace Pepe with Pepe.
Pepe.
Yeah.
you can't
So what?
you can't compare. You can't make that
Yes, you
comparison.
can. No, you can. You can.
Yes, I'm gonna do this. You can't.
Well, you haven't let me finish. Right? You can compare because look at it this way, guys. Right? Look at it this way. Okay. 70 million euros. 72 million. Right? Okay. The reason why I say it's history repeating itself is, can we make Rafinha a better player? And also, when it does come to selling him, we're not going to make a profit, or we probably won't even get our money back. So is it good? Is it good business? That's what I'm asking the people out there, the chat, and I'm asking you: is it good business to get Rafinha?
There's your answer from Munip.
But then the only difference I will say, and I would like Alex's opinion on this if he's still out there, right? The only difference between Rafinha and Pepe is Rafinha is Premier League proven. Pepe wasn't. Yeah. So bringing in Rafinha, because he's Premier League proven, he's got a better chance. Is that fair enough?
That's your opinion, and I really enjoy your opinion.
But
that is fair, but we'll listen to what Lenny is saying, and this is what Munip is saying, is that it's too much for Rafinha, and he hasn't proven himself. I disagree with you, Mr. Vermeulen. Lenny, what is your take on that?
Yeah, no, man. For me, he's a bit overpriced, and you spend that much, and then you send Saka to the bench, and you put him in. No, man. If they were relegated, you would have picked him up for about 25. You know.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know.
That's true. But the value. I mean, this is before the 60 million pound that I've done this, and I couldn't change it in time. So if you look at the stats, I mean, it's almost for the same amount of seasons. I think at this, Rafinha is 2 seasons and Pepe is 3, but still a big ratio, or rather a return for Leeds. 65 appearances, 17 goals and 12 assists for his time at Leeds. That is a huge stat, opposed to Mr. Pepe that is sitting on the bench, getting a lot of money, and doing anything.
But you see, this is the difference of not getting 4th place, while we're having to pay these silly prices because we didn't get 4th place. I think it would have been different again if we'd have got 4th place.
Okay, let me ask you this: besides the amount of money that Leeds are pricing, look, there's still a long way to go. It's a month and a half still to go. Would Rafinha make a difference in our team?
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I did say for the right price, I would take him. But 70 million is not the right price. 70 million euros is not the right price. I agree with Lenny. If they'd have been relegated, I know it's all if, buts and maybes, but if they'd have been relegated, you'd be picking them up for 25 million, 25 million.
That's the beauty of it all. They're not relegated. That's the beauty of it all. Now, so they can.
Look, if you sorry to come in there, if you put it on paper, it looks good. You know, you have
I agree
Jesus and Eddie in front there partnering each other. You've got Smith Rowe and Martinelli. You've got Odegaard, Vieira. You've got Saka and Rafinha. Brilliant on paper, brilliant.
Yeah. Manip is saying he's a big fish in a small pond.
That's true as well. Manip's right. He is.
But we are not a big pond at this point, or a small pond. Yeah, we are a small pond, but then he's a big fish in a small pond. However, I still believe, because if you look at long term, we're bringing in these players to do what? To reach top 4, play Champions League. When we do play Champions League next season, what do we get? We get money, right?
Yeah.
We get money.
Yeah.
So that in itself is a good return. To give me 10 goals, 15 assists plus minus from a type of player that he is, that in itself is a contribution to the top 4, possibly. Sorry?
But Glenn, you discussing return on investment. You know, it's a gamble here. You know,
we're not a bank.
We don't have
We're not a bank.
to gamble.
We're not a bank, guys. We are not a bank, right? We're not. This isn't stocks and shares. This is, you know what I mean, right?
But that is what Frank is going to look at. I want to pay 70 million. I didn't get anything from a 72 million bloke.
No. Shush.
Give him a red card, Dave. Give him a red
card. That's 2.
Yeah.
Right, listen.
Lenny,
right.
This is for you.
Okay. Listen. Look, I know you're looking at it from a stats point of view, and stats are great. Stats are amazing. Let's break it down. He plays the same position as Saka. Yeah. You're saying if he scores 10 goals a season, well, there's no comeback there because you don't know. Because end of the day, him and Saka fighting. Who are the fans going to want to play in that position? If you take it as a broader scope, they're going to want Saka. How many games is Rafinha going to get?
Hold on, you were the first one to say Saka needs a break because.
I didn't. Yes, I know that. Hold on. No. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Don't try and flip it on me, sir. Right? All I'm saying is, right. And I know we all agree Saka needs a break, but come the new season, Saka's going to want to play.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No. Look, we can agree to disagree on anything, and but you know, all of us make valid points. You all make valid points, even you in the chat, Mr. Manip Vermeulen. And I love your contribution as well. It's valid points, and you know what? You will get a thumbs up from me. So I still think, you know what, if we could spend 72 on Pepe, he's a much better player, far better player than Pepe, because you can't compare the two. In the same position, you can't compare.
In the same position, no, but was Pepe playing in the right position?
He was always played in that position when he was in France as well.
Was he?
So, yeah. So he played in that same position. So, I mean, Saka came and took his position from him. And Rafinha, that you can't compare Pepe with Rafinha, because he came in as a star, but he's still not even close to be a very poor.
So what are you going to do to keep Rafinha happy? Here's a scenario. What are you going to do to keep Rafinha happy? Let him play where Saka plays and put Saka at left back.
No.
Exactly. There's my other point. Exactly. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't. So your statistics and your projections for next year, like a spreadsheet and a bank statement, right?
And the bigger picture of four tournaments.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But to be honest, where's the shredder? Because you just don't know, do you? And yes, I know there are 4 tournaments, and I respect that.
Yeah, yeah. Now I don't know what we're gonna do. Therefore, but I would like to get the player in and fight it out then when he's there, and then yeah,
Just to come in before we switch there again, Glenn. Rafinha's agent is
it's the
actually in
same
Barcelona
agent
at
as
the
Fabio.
moment. He's
Okay.
actually in Barcelona at the moment.
I'd like to throw a spanner in as well, an enforcer spanner. Cody Gakpo, thank you. Carry on.
Yeah. Newcastle has the money and they want him.
Yeah,
he's 40 million cheaper. No, he's 45 million cheaper. Cody Gakpo, throw that in. There you go. Crack on. I just thought,
your guys down the road from you, they can afford him and they have the money and they can say, yeah, here's a salary for you. Please come to us. They will kick us. They will kick Spurs and they will kick Liverpool.
Yeah, they got the money.
This is my concern and frustration once again.
Why?
The delay.
Well, no. From what I understand, the Jesus deal is basically they're just waiting for him to come back off holiday. From what I understand. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And Tielemans, wants Champions League.
That's it. Yeah.
If a player wants Champions League, it takes it out of your control.
But now, why is he signing an extra extension for 1 year? Is
that what he's finally? Just because the last thing I heard, he wants Champions League. So
he wants Champions. Anybody wants Champions League, but he's not going to go to Spurs because Spurs is not going to give him first choice.
No.
He's not going to go to Chelsea in first choice. He's not going to go to Liverpool at first choice. He will come to Arsenal and he will walk backward into Arsenal.
To be honest, he would walk into the team. Me personally, he would walk into the team tomorrow.
Exactly my point. So, why allowing the guy to sign for an extra year and become more expensive when you want to sell him or want to buy him?
Because maybe he can't decide. Maybe he can't decide where he wants to go. And he wants to see what happens next year. Maybe. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there.
I think with all these players, it's another Vlahovic situation that we're going to see because it smells the same.
But do you not also agree, because we're talking about transfers here, okay? Do you not also agree, even though, let's just say, maybe this is a hypothetical thing, let's just say Jesus, let's just say we do get Tielemans, Rafinha, we get Lissandro, right? Okay, who else? And we've got Fabio, we've got Marquinhos, we've got Turner, who's already an Arsenal for not signing for KFC London KFC shirt, right? Even though that's 7 players I've named, we still need more players. The team is stronger, but we still need more players.
I think we've got a couple of youngsters that obviously are also on the cards of coming up. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Munib says Jesus will be a great Arsenal player, and Tielemans can't seem to make up his money. Well, that is what you've been saying now all the time, is that he can't make up his money. Sorry, Lenny, you wanted to say something? Sorry.
Yeah, we need, like Des was saying, we need players now, because bearing in mind with the World Cup coming up, all Champions League and all Europa League round robin matches must be completed. So we're gonna do weekends, midweek, all the way up to the World Cup. So
we're also going to have a problem with the World Cup because we've signed half of the Brazilian team.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Sorry, that
yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's a lot of matches, and then that is league, Carabo, and Europa.
Yeah.
In from kickoff, so we're gonna need backup. And we can't have cases like Tierney and Partey with injury. No, these guys need to be hungry, ready to go, and must be ready, fresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need backup. And if I know we're not going to touch on this, but if we look at our defense, you know, we lacking, most probably, maybe not really lacking in that back line, because we've only got Tierney on the left back. We can then throw Bruce Lee also that way. You know, we've got Gabriel and Saliba, and we can have White also go to the right, then, you know, type of thing. So our backline is kind of.
We still have Holding as well. Holding is not a bad spot.
And Holding also. So we kind of sorted in the defense, but our midfielders, it's a kind of a worry there.
Look, we've got.
I must admit, our back four does need the pitbull, and I think Tomiyasu and Tierney, if Tierney stays, need kits that are made of suits of armour, because as much as I love Tomiyasu, how do you spend 4 months out with 2 calf injuries?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I want the pitbull Lissandro at Arsenal, must be honest.
Yeah, no, Alessandro Martinez looks like a good player, right? All right. Just to touch on something else as well is that we've discussed this last week as well. But what position will Arsenal finish next season? And Munib, this might be something that you probably could look at. Is predict the correct position and stand a chance to feature on Gooner Matterz for the whole season next season.
Nice. Yeah.
The whole season next season, obviously, bar your availability. But that doesn't stop you from being a part of Gooner Matterz even now.
Which reminds me, I won that one, eh? Didn't I win that this year? The previous season?
Okay, but I didn't have a prize. I had a bucket. I wanted to throw a bucket on you.
Let him know it, Lenny. Let him know it, Lenny.
Yeah. Look, I was glad that I was proven wrong. I still owe you the bucket challenge wasn't for that. The challenge was for Mr. Xhaka.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that quickly.
He's in trouble.
What was
investigating
the outcome for Xhaka? Just referring to the ice bucket challenge that me and Lenny were.
Look, he had a brilliant season, I would say.
No, you can't say brilliant, man.
No, okay, but he had a good season. He had a good season, like I said he would have. But now he's in trouble because he's been investigated.
He also I think he had a 50-50 season because he started off bad with a couple of red cards and now he's been investigated for bloody couple of yellow, especially the yellow card against also Leeds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all part of the betting. Yeah, so he's in trouble there.
So,
you know.
So I think he had a okay season. He wasn't the best, like you say, brilliant. He started bad, but he ended off well.
Yeah, because when he wasn't there, we missed him, you know, and it proved he wasn't, and that's what I said. He's going to have a good season. Okay, I won't say brilliant, but he had a good season, so I was right on that part.
He had a good half season. Put it that way.
and the position of Arsenal, I was correct there also. So.
So Des, what is Lenny actually saying?
I'm looking at 2 bucket list cases.
What he's basically saying, Glenwood, and I'm only answering this question you've asked me, and I didn't really want to comment on it, but because you've asked me, what he's actually saying is he got his predictions right and you didn't. That's what he's saying. That's what he's actually saying.
All right. And he's saying that Xhaka and Arsenal has a love-hate relationship. Yeah, true. And with the fans as well.
Yeah.
And
that's
with
correct.
Fans. So yeah.
Here's what you should predict. Here's what you should predict next season if Xhaka stays. Right? How many red cards is he going to get, and at which grounds?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's a good competition.
no, but I think Mourinho really loves him to bits. So that's why
And
Mourinho wants him.
and he wants Ballerine.
Eh, No, but Ballerine, they looking to swap out. I think it was Juventus.
No, but I'm saying Mourinho wants Ballerine as well. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They've obviously got a lot of trees at Roma they want to plant, so that's why it's getting
All right, so just one more time. Do you know who this guy is? I'm not going to reveal him as yet, just to obviously establish who he is. I'm not going to say all those things again, but he was a very prolific player for Arsenal in '97 until he went to Spain. All right, our last segment is fixtures again, just to touch on the fixtures. Crystal Palace, we obviously know it's going to be a tough one. Just to give an idea, in August, there's 5 games. Of those 5 games, how many points do you think we get to make? Irrespective of who's coming in and who's not coming in.
Lenny, you
Oh,
go
sorry.
first, mate.
So Crystal Palace is our first game. Then we've got that's away. Then we've got Arsenal at home. Leicester's visiting Arsenal, and then we're gonna go to Bournemouth, and then Fulham is coming, and then Aston Villa is coming.
We're taking 3 in all those games. 3 points.
Oh,
Because
all right.
we owe Crystal Palace, and we're gonna give it to them on that first day, on that Friday night. We're gonna give it to them.
Remember what happened last Friday? The last season we started also on a Friday.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna give it to them. This is a different season ball game, so I can't see that we're gonna drop points there. So we're taking 3 in all those matches.
So
3
we
points.
say 15 points, right?
Yep.
Okay. There's
Right, the new lads are going to shine against Crystal Palace, so we're going to beat those. It's going to be a hard game, but we'll beat them. I'm going to go the same. We'll definitely get 3 points against Fulham because Bernard might be the goal. I genuinely think we'll get 12. I think, as I said last week, I'm not going to deviate from what I said. Aston Villa are going to be the challenge out of those first 5 games. So I'll go 12 points, and Aston Villa being where we could slip up.
okay. Let's see what. All right, Manip is also saying 12 points.
Thank you, Manib. The enforcer welcomes you to Gooner Matterz, and you are part of the enforcer's family. Thank you very much. I'll send you a badge.
Okay. Let's just take Manip's comment away there quickly. All right. Crystal Palace, Leicester, Bournemouth, Fulham, Aston Villa. Sure.
I would say October's a hard one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna also go for 12 points there because I think what's the Steven Gerrard wanna also prove a point. 12 points there. September, I think September will get 9 points easy.
Yeah, September's 9 points because no one's scared to go to Man United. And I don't think they have been for a while.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think
Apologies to Quinton, but it's the truth. You know.
Quinton will be very, very upset if they're going to lose Maguire this season.
I'll be upset.
That's
if
their
they
best,
lose.
that's their best player there.
Does that mean they're getting a replacement fridge?
Regas.
They will get a double fridge. October is going to be tough. As we're starting October with a North London derby, then we have Liverpool, then we're going to Leeds, and then City's coming to us. Then we're going to Southampton, and then Forest has got something to show because they took us out on the FA last year.
Yeah, but that was down to us, really.
Yeah,
That was the start of the rot, wasn't it? Wasn't the Forest start of the rot?
That's correct, yeah. After that Forest game, it went just downhill.
Yeah. Monique is also agreeing with us that October will be hard for us. And but as Gooner, we hope for the best. Yeah, not true. We hope for the best.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, time to reveal the quiz. All right. He established himself as a key member of the team that won 3 league titles from between 94 to 96 and the UEFA Champions League in
I think I
95 before he came to Arsenal and then he left for Spain. He was a winger and a renowned winger for that, as he had technical abilities and was very fast. Who is he?
Can I go first? Because I might be. Can I go first, Lenny? Because I might be wrong.
Okay.
I might.
All right,
Right.
go first to be wrong.
No, between this and between that this week, I'm going to go for Mark Overmars.
I say, the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman. Spot on. Spot
All
on.
right.
Yes!
Clement,
what's the prize? What's the prize?
No, Munip is going for Emmanuel Petit.
Good player.
I'm sorry to say, Munip, you are wrong, and these two guys, they are correct.
I say, the Flying Dutchman.
Mark Overmars. So yeah, he had 3 titles with Ajax, and of course with the same team he had a Champions League medal as well. So yeah,
Great player. I liked Mark Overmars a lot. I've got to be honest. It's a great
yeah, no,
Just
he's-
that 2 fits like that gave it away.
yeah.
That gave it away. Yeah.
That
I
is
always
his-
look for the number. I always look for the number on the shorts, but I can't quite make it out this week.
I try not to put the number on the short, so I try not to.
Glenn, just going back to your contract with Arsenal, I've been contacted and they wondered why when you scored you didn't do the Henri knee slide.
Excuse me?
When you scored your fantastic goal the other day, why did you not do the Henri knee slide?
You know what? Because the guy who gave me the ball, who assisted the goal, he's from North London,
Is he?
and he's a Spurs supporter. Craig,
Oh, Craig.
Craig,
I,
yeah.
I must admit, we have a saying over here. I don't know if you have the same saying. You can spin on a sixpence, and what that means is you can spin really tightly, really quickly, and really tightly.
No, me and this guy's Craig, we played in the same team as with Lenny. Now he's given me a lot of assists. He's also a goal scorer, but he's given me quite a few assists in the one season that I scored about 8 or so goals. Yeah. So you know what? Better use those guys.
You should see if Mani wants. To join the WhatsApp group.
No, it wasn't Petit Munip. It was Mark Overmars.
Mani, it doesn't matter how many times you say Petit, it's not going to change, bro.
Yeah. He's not going to grow a pair of blonde locks and.
He's not going to have lovely blonde locks.
Yeah, it was Mark Overmars. Yeah, Mark Overmars was with Ajax. So so guys, thank you again, Munip. You can send me an email with your details, and we can have a chat, and when we can sort of reach out to you to become a part of the Gooner Matterz family. Please subscribe and also share these videos with your contacts. I mean, we don't only talk Arsenal, we talk United because we've got a good fan base. We've got a good relationship with a few United supporters as well as Liverpool, and we tried to talk Spurs. I mean, I tried to get Spurs. Remember Lenny, our other friend, Esme? We still want to get Esme on the show. He's also a
Oh,
Spurs
is he?
fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also want to get Izzy on the show. He's a Spurs fan and very, very staunch as well. So yeah, he doesn't want to know anything wrong about Spurs.
Nah, yeah. Nah, that chicken.
But yeah, so we really do talk about football. We even sometimes have tried local football, but we don't want to include there's the enforcer in our local football because he's going to talk a lot of nonsense. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you, Mani, for your contribution. It was lovely to have you, and thank you for staying the whole show. Sometimes people just pop in and go, but thank you for staying the whole show. And yes, Lenny and the enforcer, Des, what is your last thoughts on whatever you want to say? Let's go with you, Mr. Enforcer.
Well, I'm going to say it again because we're another week into the transfer window. Arsenal, do the beeping business and spend the beeping money. Do us all a favour, please. I just want to say to the Arsenal fans out there, right,
The beep.
there is possible good times ahead, but we have to be positive amongst ourselves. And Monique, thank you for joining us. It's been absolutely great having you here. But yeah, Arsenal, spend the money.
Lenny?
Yeah. Manip, thanks for joining us. I just can't wait. Do any of you have an idea of when our preseason matches kicks off? And who
Next
we playing,
week.
where we playing?
Next week, Lenny.
Is it
We're
next
playing
week?
that. Yeah, we're playing that. That
Luxembourg,
American, that cup that we normally go to America for.
Oh, with
Well,
Chelsea.
it's the-
Yeah, we're playing Chelsea, Everton. I think I can't remember who else. But
Okay.
yeah, but I'll look for it and I'll share it.
Is
in
it
the
being
group.
is it being played at the Rams Stadium?
No, man.
I think so. Yes, I'm almost sure it is.
The new stadium.
The
Yeah.
new stadium. Yeah. I'm
But-
almost sure. Yeah. But
Can I,
okay,
ask all the can I ask all the fans that might be going, if it is the Rams Stadium, please nick something.
Gary
See,
can help from New Jersey.
nick a strip of the turf, a seat, a toilet roll, whatever takes your fancy. You know, costing more
Give-
money.
Give Lenny his chance.
Oh, well, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks. I'm just waiting. I know by this week we'll have 1 or 2 new signings. And yeah, like Jess says, spend that money, man. Spend it. Kronk, you won't mind. You know, you won't mind.
Yeah, apparently we have 250 million watches.
Yeah,
One more little message from Mr. Kronk, Mr. Stan Kronk, and this is the truth. You cannot take it with you, so spend it.
Spend it, I say. Spend it.
So yes, subscribe to Gooner Matterz.
Do it.
Cool. Your opinion matters. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's play out again with my favorite.
Go up the stairs. Up the stairs, hey, Des. It must up the stairs.
Do you know what, Lenny? Do you know what? This would have been really good sound.
Yeah, I tried something there, guys, but nonetheless. Guys, thanks a lot. It was fun. It was lekker. I hope you guys all the best for the next week. Yeah, let's see if Munib's gonna be part of us for the next couple of shows. Munib, if you know any West Ham fan, or so, please let them contact me because I wanna.
Oh,
This is what I said last week, Benny. The top four London teams, and he looked at me funny. There's in order. The top four London teams in order of last season was Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and West Ham. That's the top four London teams. He looked at me funny last week, like he does now. That's the same look that he gave me. So I wanna do a show with the top four London teams. See
No,
the
you're wrong.
rivalry.
You're
The
wrong.
rivalry.
You are wrong.
Chelsea was third. Spurs was
Chelsea
fourth.
was third, right?
Spurs fourth.
Tottenham,
And
then
then
us.
Arsenal, and then the West Ham. Who's the other London team that for West Ham? Nobody.
All right.
Wasn't
Okay.
wasn't just
Yeah.
them,
Because we finished higher than
then
West
West Ham.
Ham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the top
I know,
four in
it's
the
all right.
order. Chelsea,
It's my
Spurs,
fault.
Arsenal. Yeah,
It's my fault. I need stronger medication. Sorry, it's
yeah.
my.
Maybe I should give you the last red card of the game.
I'll give it. Just give it. I'll throw it at it. Oh, bad.
All right,
I'll do a
guys.
Xhaka.
So yeah, Monique, if you know of any West Ham, even Spurs fans for that we get hold of me and we can sort of see how we can manipulate a show.
just
Yes.
quickly, Glenn. I'm looking at the red cards. Did you see the penalty for the World Cup when you play away and it's not the wife?
Huh?
You can get prison sentence. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, why
Yeah.
do we enjoy? We enjoy ourselves too much. It's crazy.
yeah. Yes, guys. Let's say goodbye. We will chat again soon. Yeah. All the best. Thanks, guys. Again, Des and Lenny. Lenny, I'm sure you'll probably be busy next Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got me and Ali. So we're together next week Friday.
Next week Friday. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll
It's
keep
the
in touch. And we'll
The
see.
1st, the 15th, and the 29th. We booked.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you again, and say out to your families for me and for thanking them for this hour and 20. Hey, it's going hour and 20 minutes already. But yeah, and everybody that was watching, thank you and thank you and thank you. Manip likes to laugh at us. All right, thanks guys. Manip, enjoy and yeah,
Here we go.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.